May 26, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls goalkeeper Ryan Meara, 18, collides with Philadelphia Union defender Auston Trusty, 26, as he makes a save during the second half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Brad Penner USA Today Sports Brad Penner, Harrison, NJ. AP, goalkeeper Luis Robles was honored in a pre-game ceremony for the conclusion of the longest Ironman streak in MLS history, and the New York Red Bulls and the Philadelphia Union both had their winning streaks snapped as they played to a scoreless draw Saturday night. Robles sat out due to a knee injury he suffered in the final minutes of a win at Colorado a week ago, ending his streak of 183 games dating to September 2012. Backup goalkeeper Ryan Meara had 2 saves to record the shutout in Robles' absence. Philadelphia's Andre Blake preserved his shutout with 4 saves, including a leaping grab in the 13th minute. The Red Bulls, 7-3-1, had their 4-game win streak snapped. It was New York's second loss in its last 14 home matches. Greater than read more. Copyright 2018 by the Associated Press. New York Red Bulls forward Bradley Wright Phillips kicks the ball around the defense of Atlanta United defender Michael Parkhurst during the first half at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Jason Vinlove, USA Today Sports Bradley Wright Phillips scored 2 second-half goals in the New York Red Bulls' 3-1 victory over Atlanta United on Sunday night. New York, 7-3-0, has won 4 in a row, outscoring its opponents 12-4 during that span. May 12, 2018, Commerce City, CO, USA, Colorado Rapids midfielder Dylan Serna, 17, heads the ball in the second half against the New York Red Bulls of the match at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Mandatory credit, Ron Chenoy USA Today Sports. Ron Chenoy, 2 clubs in good form will clash Sunday when first-place Atlanta United hosts the surging New York Red Bulls on the quick pitch inside Rocca's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. May 12, 2018, Commerce City, CO, USA, Colorado Rapids midfielder Sam Nicholson, 28, controls the ball against New York Red Bulls midfielder Tyler Adams, 4, in the first half at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. Mandatory credit, Ron Chenoy USA Today Sports. Ron Chenoy, Commerce City, Colo. AP, Daniel Royer and Derek Etienne scored to help the New York Red Bulls beat the Colorado Rapids 2-1 on Saturday night. April 21, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls defender Michael Amir Murillo, 62, fights for a header against Chicago Fire midfielder Alexander Kadite, 10, during the second half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Brad Penner USA Today Sports. Brad Penner, the last time the New York Red Bulls came to Colorado, they were treated to some wintry weather, in spring. May 5, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York City FC defender Alexander Collins, 6, plays the ball against New York Red Bulls midfielder Alex Mule, 19, during the second half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Brad Penner USA Today Sports. Brad Penner, Harrison, NJ. AP, Alejandro Romero, Kaku, Gomara had a goal and 2 assists to help the New York Red Bulls dominate crosstown rival New York City FC 4-0 in the NY Derby on Saturday. April 14, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls defender Michael Murillo, 62, celebrates with teammates after scoring a goal against Montreal Impact during second half at Red Bull Arena. New York Red Bulls defeated Montreal Impact 3-1. Mandatory credit, Noah K. Murray USA Today Sports. Noah K. Murray, the first 3 years of the Hudson River Derby were about how different the New York Red Bulls and New York City FC were, on and off the field. The Red Bulls were the Major League Soccer original team, a frugal squad that built from within and played at Red Bull Arena, one of the crown jewels of soccer-specific stadiums in the United States. NYCFC is the big spending boys from the Bronx, which play at Yankee Stadium and scour the ends of the earth looking for its talent. New York Red Bulls forward Bradley Wright Phillips, front, heads the ball away from LA Galaxy defender Ashley Cole during the first half of an MLS soccer match Saturday, April 28, 2018 in Carson, Calif. AP photo, Chris Carlson, AP, Carson, Calif. AP, Alejandro Romero Gamarra scored a late goal and Bradley Wright Phillips had 2 assists to help the New York Red Bulls beat the Los Angeles Galaxy 3-2 on Saturday night. April 21, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls defender Michael Amir Murillo, 62, fights for a header against Chicago Fire midfielder Alexander Kadite, 10, during the second half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Brad Penner USA Today Sports Brad Penner, Harrison, NJ. AP, Alexander Kadite Nemanja Nikolic scored and Richard Sanchez had a career-high 9 saves to help the Chicago Fire beat the New York Red Bulls 2-1 on Saturday. April 14, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls defender Michael Murillo, 62, celebrates with teammates after scoring a goal against Montreal Impact during second half at Red Bull Arena. New York Red Bulls defeated Montreal Impact 3-1. Mandatory credit, Noah K. Murray USA Today Sports, Noah K. Murray, with or without fans in the stands, the New York Red Bulls are enjoying some home cooking at Red Bull Arena this year. Traditionally, the club has been tough to beat in Harrison, NJ, where they are 8-4, 2-0, 3-0 since the building opened in 2010. This season, though, they've amped up the intensity at home. Red Bulls forward Bradley Wright Phillips, 99, plays the ball against Montreal's Victor Cabrera during the first half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Brad Penner USA Today Sports Brad Penner, Alejandro Romero Gamarra scored in the 57th minute to break a tie and Michael Amarillo added an insurance goal 19 minutes later as the New York Red Bulls defeated Montreal 2-1 in an MLS match Saturday at Red Bull Arena. April 10, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls midfielder Aaron Long, 33, chases the ball against Guadalajara during the first half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Vincent Carchietta USA Today Sports Vincent Carchietta, Harrison, NJ. AP, Chivas of Guadalajara advanced to the CONCACAF Champions League final, playing to a 0-0 tie at the New York Red Bulls on Tuesday night for a 1-0 aggregate victory. March 24, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls midfielder Derek Etienne, 7, controls the ball against Minnesota United midfielder Ibson, 7, during the second half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Brad Penner USA Today Sports Brad Penner, the bye week means different things for different Major League Soccer teams. For some, it's an unwanted break from a good rhythm. AP, the New York Red Bulls lost to Chivas, 1-0, on Wednesday night in Estadio Akron in the first leg of their CONCACAF Champions League semifinal. Chivas' Isaac Brizuela scored the match's lone goal in the 26th minute off an assist from Rodolfo Pizarro. Red Bulls goalie Luis Robles made 2 saves on the evening. The Red Bulls were down to 10 men down the stretch after Aurelian Collin received his second yellow card in the 73rd minute. Collin and Alex Mulich picked up a yellow card in the first half. The second leg between the Red Bulls and Chivas will be April 10 in Harrison, NJ. March 17, 2018, Sandy, Utah, USA, New York Red Bulls midfielder Mark Rutkowski, 90, plays the ball against Real Salt Lake midfielder Demar Phillips, 17, during the first half at Rio Tinto Stadium. Mandatory credit, Rob Gray. USA Today Sports. Rob Gray, saddled with a winless streak that dates back to last season. Orlando City SC is eager to come away with its first win of the year, and Sacha Kljestan wants to be a part of it. Kljestan and the Lions play host to the New York Red Bulls on Saturday afternoon. Orlando City, 0-1, returns to the pitch for the first time since a 2-0 loss to New York City FC on March 17. The Lions are 9th in the Eastern Conference, ahead of only the Chicago Fire and defending MLS Cup champion and Supporters Shield winner Toronto FC. March 24, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls midfielder Derek Etienne, 7, controls the ball against Minnesota United midfielder Ibson, 7, during the second half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Brad Penner. USA Today Sports. Brad Penner, Harrison, NJ. AP, Bradley Wright Phillips had 2 goals and Alex Mule added another to help the New York Red Bulls beat Minnesota United 3-0 on Saturday night. March 10, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls midfielder Ben Mines, 17, controls the ball against Portland Timbers midfielder Diego Valeri, 8, during the first half against the Portland Timbers at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Vincent Carchietta. USA Today Sports. Vincent Carchietta. The start of the 2018 season for the New York Red Bulls has been practically perfect. March 17, 2018, Sandy, Utah, USA, New York Red Bulls midfielder Mark Rutkowski, 90, plays the ball against Real Salt Lake midfielder Dimar Phillips, 17, during the first half at Rio Tinto Stadium. Mandatory credit, Rob Gray. USA Today Sports. Rob Gray, Sandy, Utah. AP, Albert Rusnak scored on a penalty kick in the opening minutes and Nick Rimando had his MLS-leading 138th career shutout to help Real Salt Lake beat the New York Red Bulls 1-0 on Saturday night in the snow. March 1, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls forward Bradley Wright Phillips, 99, battles Club Deportivo Olimpia midfielder Gerson Rhodes, 16, for the ball during first half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Noah K. Murray. USA Today Sports. Noah K. Murray, just 2 games into the season, Real Salt Lake is already scrambling to keep things from spiraling out of control on defense. March 10, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls midfielder Ben Mines, 17, controls the ball against Portland Timbers midfielder Diego Valeri, 8, during the first half against the Portland Timbers at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Vincent Carchietta. USA Today Sports. Vincent Carchietta, Harrison, NJ. AP, Carlos Rivas scored 2 goals and the New York Red Bulls opened their MLS season with a 4-0 win over the Portland Timbers on Saturday night. March 1, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls midfielder Tyler Adams, 4, and Club Deportivo Olimpia forward Carlos Costly, 13, battle for the ball during second half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Noah K. Murray. USA Today Sports. Noah K. Murray. The 2018 Major League Soccer opener for Luis Robles feels a little strange. March 1, 2018, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls forward Bradley Wright Phillips, 99, battles Club Deportivo Olimpia midfielder Gerson Rhodes, 16, for the ball during first half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Noah K. Murray. USA Today Sports. Noah K. Murray. The New York Red Bulls beat Olimpia 2-0 on Thursday night in Red Bull Arena to advance 3-1 on aggregate in the CONCACAF Champions League. Bradley Wright Phillips scored the opening goal in the 54th minute and Sean Davis made it 2-0 for the Red Bulls 10 minutes later. The Red Bulls will face Tijuana in the quarterfinals, with the first leg on March 6. They opened their MLS season at home against the Portland Timbers on March 10. New York Red Bulls goalkeeper Luis Robles throws the ball into play during first-half play against Toronto in the Eastern Conference semifinal at BMO Field. Dan Hamilton, USA Today Sports. Toronto FC lost 1-0 to the New York Red Bulls in an abrasive game Sunday and still advanced to the MLS Eastern Conference Final on away goals after the two-leg series ended tied 2-2 on goals aggregate. It was a feisty affair that saw Toronto striker Josie Altidore and Red Bulls captain Sacha Kljestan sent off after a tunnel melee at halftime. League-leading Toronto will be without star striker Sebastian Giovinco for the next game after his second yellow in 2 games. TFC will play the Columbus Crew SC or New York City FC in the conference final. October 30, 2017, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls defender Kemar Lawrence, 92, defends against Toronto FC forward Sebastian Giovinco, 10, during second half in the Eastern Conference semifinal at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Noah K. Murray. USA Today Sports. Noah K. Murray. Toronto FC enters the second leg of its Eastern Conference semifinal trying not to take a spot in the finals for granted after a 2-1 away win in the first leg. Toronto FC midfielder Michael Bradley defends New York Red Bulls midfielder Daniel Royer in the Eastern Conference semifinal at Red Bull Arena. Noah K. Murray. USA Today Sports. Victor Vasquez and Sebastian Giovinco scored to help Toronto FC beat the New York Red Bulls 2-1 on Monday night in the opener of their Eastern Conference semifinal. Giovinco drew a foul conceded by Felipe Martins just outside the box and then bent the free kick over a 4-man wall to make it 2-1 in the 72nd minute. The second of the 2-game aggregate series is Sunday in Toronto. Greater than read more. Copyright 2017 by the Associated Press. The New York Red Bulls huddle after their victory after an Eastern Conference knockout round soccer game against the Chicago Fire at Toyota Park. Patrick Gorski. USA Today Sports. Toronto FC begins the MLS Cup playoffs as one of the favorites after a season in which it set a league record with 69 points. In the Eastern Conference semifinals, Toronto face a New York Red Bulls team that knows how precarious that position can be. The Red Bulls came into the playoffs as the top team in the East in 2015 and 2016, only to fail to reach the MLS Cup final in both seasons. Greater than read more. Copyright 2017 by the Associated Press. New York Red Bulls midfielder Sacha Kljestan, 16, reacts after scoring a goal against the Chicago Fire during the first half at Toyota Park. Mike Bonovo. USA Today Sports. Bridgeview, Bill. AP. Bradley Wright Phillips and Sacha Kljestan scored 4 minutes apart early in the first half, and the New York Red Bulls cruised by the Chicago Fire 4-0 on Wednesday night in the knockout round game. New York. The 8th of December 15, in its 8th straight playoffs, advanced to the Eastern Conference semifinals against Supporters Shield winner Toronto FC. New York Red Bulls midfielder Alex Muyl controls the ball as DC. United forward Paul Arriola looks on during the first half at Robert F. Kennedy Memorial. Brad Mills. USA Today Sports. Gonzalo Verón and Michael Murillo scored minutes apart and the New York Red Bulls beat rival DC United 2-1 on Sunday for the Atlantic Cup in the final MLS game at RFK Stadium. United is set to play home games next season at the new Audi Field, located 3 miles southwest of RFK. New York. The 8th of December 14, which last won at RFK in 2013, will be the No. 6 seed in the Eastern Conference playoffs and play at third-seeded Chicago in the knockout round. Greater than read more. Copyright 2017 by the Associated Press. September 23, 2017, Washington, D.C., USA. View of sign showing one game left at RFK Stadium for the D.C. United during the second half at Robert F. Kennedy Memorial. Mandatory credit, Brad Mills. USA Today Sports. Brad Mills, D.C. United bids farewell to the focal point of a world of soccer memories in the United States as it plays at RFK Stadium for the final time against the New York Red Bulls on Sunday. Atlanta United goalkeeper Brad Guzan and defender Leandro Gonzalez defend against a direct kick by the New York Red Bulls during first half at Red Bull Arena. Noah K. Murray, USA Today Sports. Images. Brad Guzan and Luis Robles each made 3 saves, and Atlanta United and the New York Red Bulls, both playoff-bound, battled to a 3-3 draw on Sunday. Greater than read more. Copyright 2017 by the Associated Press. September 17, 2017, Harrison, NJ, USA. New York Red Bulls midfielder Tyler Adams, 4, races for the ball against Philadelphia Union forward CJ Sapong, 17, during the second half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Vincent Carchietta. USA Today Sports. Vincent Carchietta. Atlanta United take aim at the No. 2 overall seed in the Eastern Conference when the surprising expansion franchise hits the road to take on the New York Red Bulls, who also are headed to the MLS Cup playoffs. October 7, 2017, Harrison, NJ, USA. New York Red Bulls midfielder Daniel Royer, 77, celebrates his goal against the Vancouver Whitecaps with forward Bradley Wright Phillips, 99, during the first half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Vincent Carchietta. USA Today Sports. Vincent Carchietta. Harrison, NJ. AP, Daniel Royer, Bradley Wright Phillips and Felipe scored and the New York Red Bulls clinched the final Eastern Conference playoff spot with a 3-0 victory over the Vancouver Whitecaps on Saturday night. New York Red Bulls forward Bradley Wright Phillips, 99, yells at a teammate during the at-half at an MLS game against the Toronto FC at BMO Field. Kevin Souza. USA Today Sports. The Vancouver Whitecaps hope they can become the next Canadian team to make history, with help from the New York Red Bulls. The Whitecaps, the 6th of October 15, aim to clinch the top spot in Major League Soccer's Western Conference for the first time on Saturday as they visit the Red Bulls, the 7th of December 12, who are fighting for a playoff berth. September 30, 2017, Toronto, Ontario, Can. Toronto FC midfielder Michael Bradley, 4 battles for the ball against New York Red Bulls midfielder Daniel Royer, 77, during the second half at BMO Field. Mandatory credit, Kevin Souza. USA Today Sports. Kevin Souza. ORONTO. AP, Victor Vasquez broke a tie in the 80th minute on a penalty kick and Toronto FC became the first Canadian team to win the Supporters' Shield as the MLS regular season champion, beating the New York Red Bulls 4-2 on Saturday night. September 17, 2017, Harrison, NJ, USA. New York Red Bulls midfielder Tyler Adams, 4, races for the ball against Philadelphia Union forward CJ Sapong, 17, during the second half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Vincent Carchietta. USA Today Sports. Vincent Carchietta. Despite suffering consecutive losses for the first time this season, Toronto FC can wrap the Supporters' Shield and the top seed in the Eastern Conference playoff bracket on Saturday with a home win against the struggling New York Red Bulls. Toronto has enjoyed the full week to regroup from losses to New England and Montreal, the 2 teams chasing the Red Bulls for the conference's 6th and final playoff spot. September 27, 2017, Harrison, NJ, USA. New York Red Bulls midfielder Tyler Adams, 4, reacts after scoring a goal against D.C. United during first half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Noah K. Murray. USA Today Sports. Noah K. Murray. Harrison, NJ. AP, Fidel Escobar's own goal in second half stoppage time lifted last place DC United to a 3-3 draw with the New York Red Bulls on Wednesday night. United 9-1-7-5 avoided elimination from playoff contention. New York, the 7th of November 12, had its winless streak extended to 7 games. New York took a 3-2 lead in the 78th after scoring twice in a 4-minute span. Tyler Adams sent a loose ball through the legs of 2 players into the net and Gonzalo Verón scored on a penalty kick. New York Red Bulls midfielder Sacha Kljestan, 16, passes the ball during the match against Sporting Kansas City at Children's Mercy Park. Denny Medley USA Today Sports, as big as the New York Red Bulls' long-running rivalry with DC United maybe, they would take any win against any team right now just to get back on the path to the postseason. New York, the 6th of November 12, 42 points, has not won in its last 6 matches, 2 losses, 4 draws, falling from 4th place to 6th in the process. Slide any further down the Eastern Conference standings and the Red Bulls would be beneath the playoff line and in danger of a first season without a postseason berth since 2009. September 23, 2017, Columbus, Ohio, USA, Columbus Crew SC forward Federico Higuain, 10, and New York Red Bulls defender Fidel Escobar, 29, battle for the ball at Mapfre Stadium. Mandatory credit, Greg Bartram USA Today Sports Greg Bartram, Columbus, Ohio, AP, Federico Higuain had 3 assists and the Columbus Crew extended their unbeaten streak to 7 games with a 3-2 win over the New York Red Bulls on Saturday night. Denny Medley USA Today Sports, the Red Bulls US Open Cup title chances slipped away as Sporting KC walked away with a 2-1 victory in the final game on Wednesday night. Off a pass from Graham Zusi, Latif Blessing netted Sporting KC's first goal in the middle of the box in the 25th minute of the contest. KC added a second goal in the 75th minute off the foot of Daniel Saloy. September 17, 2017, Harrison, NJ, USA, New York Red Bulls midfielder Tyler Adams, 4, races for the ball against Philadelphia Union forward CJ Sapong, 17, during the second half at Red Bull Arena. Mandatory credit, Vincent Carchietta USA Today Sports Vincent Carchietta, Harrison, NJ. AP, Andre Blake made 8 saves for Philadelphia and the Union and the New York Red Bulls played to a scoreless draw Sunday. Philadelphia, 8-1-2-9, and New York, the 6th of October 12, are both winless in 5 straight games. September 9, 2017, Chicago, Illinois, USA, New York Red Bulls forward Bradley Wright Phillips, 99, kicks the ball away from the goal against the Chicago Fire during the second half at Toyota Park. Mandatory credit, Mike Benovo USA Today Sports Mike Benovo, the New York Red Bulls will look to build momentum for their approaching U.S. Open Cup final when they host the Philadelphia Union on Sunday afternoon.